Ever carried a gun so small you forgot it was there? Not until you sat down and it jabbed you. A little metal reminder of your commitment. Today, we're talking about Micro Revolvers, the wheel guns that don't just conceal, they straight up vanish. These aren't your grandpa's 4-inch 38 in a leather holster. These are bare bones, snag-free pocket rockets. You carry them when even a subcompact pistol feels like a brick. I know what some of you are thinking. Revolvers? In this day and age? Yeah, because while everyone else is debating striker triggers, some folks are quietly slipping 5 or 6 rounds of guaranteed-to-work peace of mind into their front pocket. No printing, no fuss. So if you need a backup gun, something for a hot summer day, or just a minimalist piece that won't make your pants sag, I've got 5. We'll count them down from shockingly small to, I can't believe that's a Magnum. 5. North American Arms Pug. You ever carry a gun so tiny you panicked because you thought you lost it in your own pocket? That's the North American Arms Pug. The first time I pocketed this thing, I spent a good 5 minutes patting myself down, sure I dropped it somewhere. Nope, it was just hanging out next to my keys, trying to blend in. This gun defines micro. If it were any smaller, you'd need a microscope to reload it. But it still stings enough to be a real last-ditch backup. This isn't for winning a gunfight, it's for ending a bad situation, right now, before you even finish yelling, "Get back." The details. It's 4.56 inches long with a 1-inch barrel. It weighs just 6.4 ounces. Holds 5 rounds of 22 Magnum. You can also get a 22 LR cylinder if you like to gamble. It's single action only. You have to cock the tiny hammer for every shot, like a miniature Old West duel. But you're not laying down cover fire with this. You're up close. Firing the pug is like setting off a firecracker in your fist. Recoil isn't punishing, but the tiny grip means you have to mean it. At arm's length, it does the job. It's not a range toy, it's a get-off-me tool. Reloading is slow and clumsy unless you have tiny hands, but it's surprisingly reliable. It just works.
The pug isn't about power. It's about being there when nothing else can be. Deep concealment. A backup to your backup. This is your Hail Mary pass. If a Zippo lighter and a cowboy's last hope had a kid, it would be the pug. 4. Smith & Wesson 340 PD. They say good things come in small packages. Whoever said that never fired a full-power .357 Magnum from a revolver that feels like it's made of air. The Smith & Wesson 340 PD is what happens when a featherweight gun meets a heavyweight cartridge. This thing is brutal and ridiculously light. It's on this list because it's the lightest .357 Magnum on the market, period. And it still goes bang every time. If you need real power in a gun that disappears, this is your huckleberry. You won't feel it in your pocket. You will definitely feel it when you pull the trigger.
The details. It's 6.31 inches long with a 1.875-inch barrel. The weight? An unbelievable 11.8 ounces. That's because of its scandium alloy frame. Sounds like something from Star Trek, but it's real and it's strong. It holds 5 rounds of .357 Magnum, though your hand will thank you for using 38 Special plus P. It's a hammerless, double-action only design. Nothing to snag. It's a strange experience. With 38s, it's snappy, but you can control it. With full house .357s, good luck. The fight will be over, but you might drop the gun because your fingers went numb. That said, it's dead reliable. It draws clean from a pocket or from appendix carry. The double-action trigger is heavy but smooth. This is not a beginner's gun. The 340 PD is a professional's tool. It's for someone who trains and understands the trade-off. It's the gun you carry when you want your pants to feel empty, but your holster to whisper, don't. 3. Ruger LCR. At first glance, the Ruger LCR looks like a toy. It's so light and plasticky, you might wonder if they 3D printed it. Then, you shoot it. That polymer frame stops being a joke real fast. This gun made the list because it hits the sweet spot between carryable and comfortable. If the pug is your tiny backup,
and the 340 PD is a hand cannon, the LCR is your daily driver. It's small enough for a jeans pocket, but big enough to shoot without needing a wrist brace. The details. It's 6.5 inches long with a 1.87-inch barrel, weighing 13.5 ounces. This one is chambered in 38 Special plus P, but you can find it in other calibers. The frame is part polymer, part aluminum, which gives it a weirdly good balance. The Hogue Tamer grip it comes with is fantastic. It soaks up recoil and feels good in the hand. It's another hammerless, double-action only gun. Here's where the LCR shines. The trigger is probably the best stock double-action trigger you'll find on a small revolver. It's smooth, with a clean break. You won't be shooting tiny groups at 25 yards, but inside 10 yards, it's more than accurate enough. The grip makes shooting plus P loads manageable. It doesn't beat you up like the lighter guns. The LCR is the Glock 19 of Micro Revolvers. It's boringly reliable and incredibly practical. It just works. Quietly, consistently, and comfortably. It drops in a pocket holster and you forget about it. It's the perfect blend of modern materials and proven design. 2. Smith & Wesson 642. There's something comforting about the S&W 642. It's like an old pickup truck. It's not flashy, it's not the latest thing, but you know it will start every single time. This gun is on the list because it's an American classic for a reason. It is one of the most trusted pocket revolvers ever made. It's small enough to hide, light enough to carry all day, and tough enough to handle years of pocket lint and neglect. It's the benchmark for concealable revolvers. It's 6.31 inches long with the standard 1.875-inch barrel. It weighs 14.6 ounces, a little heavier than the LCR, which helps. It holds 5 rounds of 38 Special plus P. The frame is S&W's aluminum airweight J-frame. The hammer is enclosed, so it's totally snag-free. Double action only. The trigger is classic S&W, a bit heavy but consistent. You can learn it. Recoil with plus P ammo is sharp but controllable. The grip is small and functional. This gun wasn't made for winning target competitions. It was made to be drawn quickly and put rounds on a threat, and it does that very well. It's an intuitive point-and-shoot machine. Compared to the Ruger LCR, the 642 feels more traditional. It's a little heavier, a little simpler, but it's a proven design that has worked for decades. The 642 isn't trying to be cool. It's the revolver version of a steel-toed boot. A little old school, but ready to get the job done. 1. Kimber K6s. You know that feeling when you pick up a gun that just feels right? One that looks as good as it shoots? That's the Kimber K6s. It's number one because it does everything well. It's small enough for your jeans, but shoots like a much bigger gun. And it's the only one on this list that gives you 6 shots instead of 5, without adding a bunch of bulk. That extra round is a big deal. It's 6.8 inches long with a 2-inch barrel. At 15.9 ounces, it's the heaviest gun here, but that weight is your friend when you shoot. This model is 38 Special only, but it's designed to shoot 38s extremely well. The profile is slim and snag-free. The double-action trigger is fantastic, smooth and predictable. The rubber grip feels like it was designed for actual human hands. Shooting it, this is the best part. The K6s is a pleasure to shoot. The extra weight and great grip tame recoil, even with hot plus P loads. It feels solid and well made. The sights are good, easy to pick up. It just feels like a serious firearm, not a compromise you make for concealment.
The verdict? The K6s is the most refined and shootable gun on this list. It inspires confidence. Yes, it costs more than the others, but you can feel where the money went. If the S&W 642 is a steel-toed boot, the Kimber K6s is a custom-made leather boot. It's classy, comfortable, and still gets the job done. So there you have it, 5 micro revolvers that won't weigh you down. These aren't range toys. They're simple, reliable tools for when you need one most. But remember, a small gun still demands serious practice. Know your draw, dry fire. The last thing you want is to be digging for your gun like it's loose change when seconds count. Let me know in the comments what you're carrying in your pocket. And please, don't be the guy carrying a tiny revolver in a sock. You're better than that.